January seed sowing often causes a lot of confusion, so I wanted to clear a few things up. You will see many seed packets that say sow from February to April, for example, and some people will think January is simply way too early to start seed sowing, but in reality it's not about the calendar, it's about the conditions you can provide. And if you have a greenhouse or a bright windowsill or supplemental lighting, then January sowing can actually work quite well for the right plants. I always start off with hardy annuals. They are a good example to start off with. So things like antirrhinums, sweet peas, things like that, calendula. They are naturally resilient and they're very happy to be started early, as long as they're not pushed into soft, leggy growth. And strong seedlings come from a steady start and a strong conditions. So light is the biggest factor this time of year. Seeds themselves don't need a huge amount of light to germinate, but the moment they emerge, it's amazing the amount of daylight they actually need. So they need about 14 to 16 hours a day. And in January, we're only getting, at the moment, we're getting about 8 or 9. And even by, I would say, mid-February, we're getting about 10 hours of daylight. The light levels are still relatively low, and that is why seedlings started now can become leggy without support. And this is where supplemental lighting helps. So, for example, like a simple LED light, like a little LED grow light, that can extend the day and just keep growth nicely balanced. Doesn't need to be complicated or expensive. And temperature, that's really important too. Seedlings respond best to what is often described, or what I was taught, as warm bottoms, misty middles and cool tops. So the gentle bottom heat encourages germination and root development, while the cooler air and good ventilation help keep growth pretty compact and strong. And so January is not too early to start sowing seeds, I don't think. It just requires a little bit more understanding. And if you can provide, see, the light, warmth, airflow, then early sowing can actually give you really healthy, well-rooted plants and get you going early for the season ahead. I hope that helps.